Ooh. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Nice fish, buddy. Woo. There we go. Now we're talking.
I've been told it's important to avoid telling stories about fish to the people you know. But more importantly, don't go telling those stories where the people know those fish.
Say goodbye to our pretty friend who's little cheek spots. Those are cool.
Some small-time writer by the name of Sam Clements first introduced me to this concept, and I really think he might be onto something because it really helps describe this next installment of our Salmon River series. Part 1, the fish stories came from rivers where Sam and I, we both knew the fish. But after years of listening to the tantalizing tales, my fresh eyes were ready to get acquainted with the trout that swim in a few more of these infamous tributaries. Unlike that rascal of a writer, my buddy Sam, he's an honest man. His stories of square tales come with no frills. Ladies and gentlemen, this was supposed to be the real deal.
Don't get eaten, little guy. There's danger in those waters. Oh, Sam, that was a big fish.
Nice fish, man. That's a forearm fish.
He's like the size of Popeye's forearm.
It's a big whitefish, man.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. That's a good fish.
I mean, was this so much to ask for? We just wanted a couple nice guppies.
There's the cutthroat point. Oh, that's the fish, Sam. That's the fish, dude.
That's a great.
Holy smokes! Now I know I've said it before, but I'll say it again. That right there is why you come to Central Idaho. I mean, what do you even say to that? That's a crazy fish. That's all we asked for, a little bit of motion.
My name's Mike, and this is a fly all season story.
This is dry in here. This is a very different vibe. Feels very snaky.
Yeah, we're gonna have to be careful.
Yeah.
And maybe sticking to the river might be better because of that. Yeah. Even though they've been known to be on the river. Oh, just kidding. All
Kidding,
jokes.
FBI.
Mm-hmm.
Even out here, I bet you have some way of listening to us.
Birds.
Birds aren't real.
There's
FBI drones. Birds aren't real. Everybody knows that.
I hope you went through the proper channels to get those guns.
They're unregistered.
I'm telling Joe. He's gonna take your guns.
This is, hey, this is America.
These are American-made guns.
These are American-made guns.
They've always been great.
Oh, I wonder what fun this ever will have for us.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, no, it's a bit more than nothing. It's that way.
Shuffling through the sage, we were both on pins and needles. Neither of us had a snake bite on our bingo card. There was still far too much to see and plenty more trout to pester. Even though we didn't hear any rattles in the wind, hedging our bets and sticking to the river was way safer and much smarter. Plus, that gave us the perfect excuse to stop and ogle at any fishy looking water on our hike further downstream. The day was so young, we probably shouldn't stop so early on, right? Right?
If I have a boy, I'm gonna name him CJ.
Christopher James.
Yeah. What about Copper John? I like fish in shallower water because they have to make decisions faster.
Spirits were high and lines were tight. Thank you dearly for chewing down on my Copper John so early on in this impromptu day trip.
I hope that's not a Judas fish, but that's a pretty good sign.
Yeah. Good sign.
Because that's not the deepest run.
No.
You know?
No way.
Not the longest run.
This might sound like a load of weak matches, but we'd intentionally made this a later start. The goal was for the sun to hit the water well before we started casting. We find these cutthroat can get real lazy and smash the snooze button until 9 or even 10 o'clock. Sam got a hopeful bite on that same nymph, and then the first real hopper look not but one hole later. I'd say we were in the money. Granted, that nice fish only gave Sam one chance at the dance. Our gut screamed that the oversized hopper could be the culprit for cold feet. It was maybe too early to tell, but noting that our opportunities might be more finite than expected, I buckled down and approached this next run with velvet hands and pillowy tiptoes. Primed to float, I sent a foamy package next day air with a cast that wasn't half bad. And right out of a log jam materialized a specter that seemed disgruntled at the surface disturbance. I mean, come on folks. That whole sequence is about as cool as it gets. Connecting with the cradle revealed the caliber of fish that many of us out there would choose to pursue in some undying dream. Strong and stout, this gorgeous fish hadn't missed many meals during these warmer months. A perfect representation of what Sam and I have affectionately dubbed the quote-unquote watermelon trout, a nice big juicy slice of sweet summertime magic here one second and gone the next. We really hadn't moved all that far, and in about every fishy looking hole we were satisfied with our swings. With just about nowhere to be and all day to get there, it was really time to settle into the stream and find some more fish.
This whole section could be really, it looks nice down there too. Oh buddy, good stuff. Yeah. Do you think someone got ahead of us somehow? That's a pretty good run.
Wait, don't you think we would have seen him?
We could have kept driving. I'm just gonna go to the top. There we go. Nice fish. Nice fish. Oh yeah.
Nice fish, buddy. Woo. There we go. Now we're talking.
He's beautiful too.
What kind of fish we're after?
Yeah.
Those the boas we want.
Look at him. 20-inch.
20, are you kidding me? It's 22 at least.
22. This is when we start to lose the fish.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's when we get...
this part.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
I didn't mean to do that.
There we go.
Continuing to be terrible at release shots. But that's an awesome fish.
Yeah. So how many salmon does that make it? Dead and alive?
4?
Seen the 2 dead ones?
2 live ones?
2 live ones? Yeah.
Or do we see 3 live ones? Because we scared the one.
Yeah, no, it was 3. I think you're right. I think it was 3. Ooh, yeah.
That looks pretty good.
Looks fun as heck. Seems like maybe a stumpy cutty living in that stump.
Stump cut.
Little stump cut action. Yeah, that's worth a casting.
Oh.
You see that?
Yeah.
That was a refusal.
Yeah. And that's a big fish. That was a pretty big fish. Oh. Could have been. Oh, he refused it again.
Oh, yes. Oh, Sam, that was a big fish. That's a nice fish, buddy. That's a big fish.
That was a big fish. Literally nothing to pick his mind.
Pretty blue.
Yeah.
Pretty blue.
R.I.P. See the big one right there.
Yeah? You wanna catch him?
Give it a cast. I don't know about catch. That's asking a lot of me today. It's not my day.
Did you see that flash? Yeah. That was a whitefish flash, I think.
Yeah, I think it was. I'll have to catch him.
Dude, tell me that's a whitefish, Sam.
You know what it is.
Woo!
That's a nice whitefish, too.
Holy, that's actually really nice. Damn! Damn!
Oh my god.
Boy's been eating.
It's one of the bigger whitefish we've
Yeah.
Some sort of difference.
Sexual dimorphism.
Yeah.
Science.
Scales.
Let me get a load of that.
You could fillet him.
Oh, 100%.
You could say he's immense.
That's a big dog.
Go, my dude. Come on.
Kick.
There it is. There it is.
There it is.
Dude, he's so snaky. Yeah.
Some pickings up here, boss.
Salvelinus confluensis. Truly a taboo trout that just so happens to not even be a trout. You've heard us yap about these already, and we will most definitely be talking about these special fish later on as well. But for those of you who know, you know. For those of you who are unfamiliar, these fish were once pushed to the brink of extinction across the Mountain West, mostly due to habitat loss and overfishing. Here in Idaho, they're doing pretty well. So well, in fact, they can be targeted by anglers. Kinda crazy to think it took us this long to run into our first bull trout, but it was satisfying to see him slink back into his logjam home. Enjoy the rest of summer, friend.
Because they just don't seem well fed.
No. Yeah, I put the size class, but I'm like, I don't really know what's going on with you guys.
Like, are you
Right on the edge of,
fluvial?
yeah,
Where they still could be resident?
right. Definitely a couple more fish in there, too.
Boom.
It's really pretty. Not the big guy though. Let's go. I saw him rise. That's the one I said I saw rise, but I thought it was like.
You went.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Say goodbye to our pretty friend whose little cheek spots. Those are cool.
Yeah, he was a cool one.
With the sun starting to set and the smoke pouring into our valley with the shifting winds, time wasn't on our side. Making the most of each cast, Sam connected with by far my favorite fish of the day. Hell, it very well could end up being on my Mount Rushmore for the most beautiful fish of the entire summer. You know how we've been calling these particular fish watermelon trout? Well, he must have took a wrong turn at Albuquerque and ended up in a very different melon patch. With such deep hues adorning every inch, cantaloupe trout might be more fitting. Sir, where in Sam Hill did you get that blushing orange and gorgeous green? I'm gonna sound like a broken record here, but slow sipping the dry like that? I mean, if that doesn't butter your biscuit, I really don't know what to tell you. This wriggling piece of art didn't stick around long, but that meant I was up next. Having quite a few swings and misses on the bigger foam flies, we decided to downsize in the fourth quarter, which proved to be the ticket. There was nothing shy about the initial rise, and this little cutthroat would prove to be my last fish of the day. West Slope cutthroat often don't get the love they deserve, and I could be quite satisfied hanging my hat on this last take. Now, neither of us needed much more proof to show that this little tributary had been a big win, but being the anglers that we are, Sam and I couldn't help but venture down one more bend to see what might be lying in wait. As fate would have it, a logjam cutthroat T-boning the streamer would end up being the official last fish for Sam, and with a flash of green and red, he shot back into the deep, never to be seen again. As eager as that fish was to get back home, so were we. Just a few more miles of hiking separated us from a hot shower, warm dinner, and a comfortable bed.
A few to dry and rest before I start waxing them. And then before I get them wet again.
Yeah.
This summer adventure was meant to be a marathon, not a sprint. So after our first long backpacking trip, stacked on top of all the other fishing we'd done, the next few mornings were gonna be slow. Even though no casts were thrown, the days were still eventful, just a different pace. This front porch was a little slice of heaven and where we spent the majority of our time at the house. It was good for editing and for the occasional tune-up workout to keep us ready for the backcountry. And if we ever wanted to have a little fun with our workout, we'd hit the local courts and chuck up some shots. Now y'all probably know by now, but we talk about the UFC all the time. But old Sammy D and I are also quite fond of some quality hardwood action, or in this case, cement. Anything with regards to the NBA is easily our number 2 outside the octagon. Today, our jumpers had just about as much rust as the hoops we were shooting on. It took a few minutes to get back into the groove, but after a few wet ones started to fall, we began to muse about giving belt to ass to any other fly fishing duo out there who dares step on the same court as us. With my handles and post presence mixed with Sam Sharp shooting from the outside, we could already hear Mike Breen screaming his iconic bang as our howling laughs about this fictional dork beatdown would echo through the empty afternoons. But when the cameras were charged, gear was packed, and plenty of caffeine was ripping through our souls, we couldn't help ourselves. There were only so many edits to be made, so many emails to check, and so many phone calls to avoid before we were itching to get back out on the water. So far, we'd only seen the tip of the iceberg. There was still so much of Salmon River country left to explore.
It's still hot out, but I think we better get going.
Yeah, it's gonna be that time. We got a little bit of a drive, but yeah. It'll be good, hopefully, for us and the fish. Let's do it. We're ready.
Cool.
All right, Sam, what do you think? Predictions for the evening?
I think it's gonna be great if it's not too hot.
It's not too hot?
It's about 91 right now.
Cool. Let's do it.
Boy, howdy, it was still hot as blazes out here, but the wind was our friend tonight and the sky was finally somewhat clear. Getting the old feet wet would help cool things off and maybe give us the chance to work out some kinks before tomorrow's big adventure kicks off.
What kind of fish travel up the system?
Yeah, right.
It's like, oh man. Oh man.
Oh man. Oh man.
Oh god.
So we meet again, Big River. Venturing to a new section, the water was low, but our hopes were high. Sam opted to take the upper portion of this massive run. He wagered these big water fish might be looking for something big and foamy. The sun was starting to lay down just right, and I gotta admit, the air felt primed and ready for a dry fly bite. However, the more we casted, the more it was clear we picked the wrong section. Looking on with envy, the highway side had the better holding water, and even with this lower flow, there was no safe way to cross. Desperately reaching with my trout spay, it felt like I was chucking feathers halfway across Custer County, but this ribbon dance was all a hollow show of force and couldn't conjure up a bite from any of the big river trout. There was no pride tonight, we were both thoroughly routed by the enemy. This battle was hopeless, but there was better water up the canyon where a final stand could be mounted.
No fish, count 2 flies, get started.
Folks, it is a scorcher on the main stem today. Kinda, I don't know, perplexed about that first spot. Sam knows they're here. However, we are gonna mosey on up, go for something a bit deeper, maybe somewhere where fish might congregate more so than just that run. So yeah, in the truck. I don't know, man, it looks good, but it just doesn't look that good. Well, scouting isn't going to plan, I suppose.
No.
But that's what we're doing here, we're just scouting. This will probably be the last spot though.
Yeah, maybe we start looking for a way down.
Yeah, I think right here is probably gonna be a best bet.
Yeah. All right. Mate, yeah, probably. It looks like there might be another way up there, but.
Oh, this is easy.
Yeah.
Wait, you just have one rise? Oh, no kidding. I hope it's a whitefish. I want to see a whitefish tonight. I'm on.
Oh, nice.
Please be a whitefish. Yes, Sam, it did. I manifested this, Sam. Not a bad one either. Please, God, that's all I want in this world.
Damn.
Yes. Woo. Yes.
It's a big whitefish, man.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. That's a good fish. We're catching some in Wyoming that were huge.
Really fills up the screen.
Yeah, no! No! He flopped. He went away. Tried to get cool pictures. And this is what it got me. Whatever. Skunk off. I'm okay with that. There is nothing technical about that. Just a big old stonefly under an indicator. Drifted it through, lifted at the end, and there he was. Sitting there, pretty for me, but yeah. Next one, I'll try not to make flop, but yeah, no promises.
Might not be deep enough for the white cup.
You might not be deep enough. Oh, that's a cutty. That's a cutty.
That's not a whitefish.
Dang it! Don't they know? Oh, he's taking me to town, man. Come back here. I mean, he's for real.
Oh, you're on too?
Are you on?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I was talking about my cutty.
Oh, mine's also a cutty.
Yeah, dude. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful.
Mine is not beautiful. Mine's a rainbow. Oh, that's a gorgeous fish.
Isn't that crazy?
Look at mine.
Dang it. I like that a lot. That's a pretty fish. This has all gone wrong so fast. Oh no! Where is that? Oh, there it is.
Well, I caught a fish. Mike definitely didn't just catch a fish, and it definitely didn't just swim through the net. Goodbye.
Dang it! Why?
We'll just have to do it again.
All right, let's do it again. That's another decent whitefish.
That's a nice one. Yeah, I saw him jump.
These are notoriously floppy fish, so he might go any second, but I love a good whitefish in the evening light.
Huh?
Do you want to use this rig?
No, it's too shallow up there in general, too.
It's getting too shallow?
Yeah. I wouldn't go past the rock here.
Okay.
Oh.
The purple spots are so amazing. I love it. I'm the whitefish warden, floppy boy. Be gone. Yes, yes, yes.
Wasn't even looking. You was rainbow? What are ya? Yep.
Yeah.
Another really beat up stalker bow.
Look
Look at these terrible, look at that fin. Look at that fin right
Oh my gosh. That's an Iowa driftwood special.
there. Yeah,
Why
look,
is
at
it?
his, look at his Adam.
Oh,
Okay, fuck, I don't know.
adipose more like adios.
Now, why do you think Idaho Fish and Game is stalking rainbows in maybe the best wild cutthroat river in Idaho?
And whitefish.
And whitefish and bull trout and
makes
salmon.
No sense.
Doesn't make sense to me.
While Sam and I stewed on this perplexing issue, the sun was fading fast in the west. Stalker bows aside, this was exactly the kind of outing we'd both been hoping for. A few native fish to hand, some laughs shared between the canyon walls, and a cool reprieve from the scorching summer sun. We could barely see our flies, and it was time to pull the plug. Any later, and there was a good chance a rogue 18-wheeler would turn a corner and make us both into roadkill ravioli.
Just a couple of road bums making our way. You can dodge the deer, you can dodge us. Oh, perfect timing. Wow, that's great timing.
Our next big push was set to start early tomorrow morning. Some last minute packing was still in order, but our plans were mostly set in stone.
You think we got enough stuff?
No, I think we should get more. Just want to start packing up this apartment. You know, I feel like it's almost easier to pack for a backpacking trip than a day trip. We've got a big series of day trips coming up, and the truck's gonna be full.
Peter Cottontail moved around the mess with an anxious curiosity. A disjointed yard sale was spread all across the house and was now spilling onto the porch. Was there some sort of short notice eviction note? Nope. Unfortunately for our nosy neighbor, we'd be back in just a few days. Having the lifeline of a vehicle on an adventure is such a double-edged sword, because on one hand, you can bring anything and everything you want. The bad side is that oftentimes you end up overpacking. Case in point, my little Nissan was busting at the seams as each turn in the winding road led us to the headwaters of the Salmon. In the midst of this long yawn of an Idaho summer day, our sights were set on the uppermost reaches of just about any tributary we could find. Just because of the general layout of the system, any blue line, both big and small, coming off the main stem was worth a look in our eyes. With a little time to risk, first on the docket was one of those aforementioned small streams coming right off the main road.
Yeah, buddy, it's chilly willy. I don't know if I see it getting any warmer anytime soon.
Yeah, so I think it's Sonic's time.
Ooh, double green, baby. Let's go. I mean, we are on a tributary of the Salmon. I've heard there's bull trout there. I've heard there can be bull trout there.
Make another tendy bet if my net's gonna hold up.
You know? No.
I understand if the confidence isn't high in that one.
It's not. It's not. A 15, not even 50, like a 10-minute boat ride, conversation, handshake.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, fly all season, if you get around to it. All right, hit me with the terms again of the net bet.
If my patch that I made last night, this rope situation.
The rope comes unraveled, or the hole that it patched opens back up?
The rope comes unraveled or the hole opens back up. I think it's, personally think it's a 50-50 shot.
If you think it's a 50-50, then I'll take it.
Okay.
Because
Do you want to inspect the net?
No, because I also took the DDP fight. So if you're 50-50 on that, I kind of have to take the 50-50 on this. I got no problem with it.
I'm gonna retract. I think the net's fine. I'm not gonna put you through that.
The old bait and switch, you just bait and switched me.
Yeah, I think the net's fine.
And Sam goes, and that's how it's done.
Sorry, buddy.
Oh, I'm gonna be so cold. I'm such a baby boy.
Man, you and the skins are really a perfect.
Yeah, dude.
Perfect net.
Cause I was cold as a boy could get. Oh, those trout gonna be moving slow. Maybe.
Both ready for a slower start, our expectations for this mystery tributary were rather low. For not knowing anything about this water, things did look pretty dang fishy, and from past experiences, we know any of the native fish of interest could be swimming in these very waters.
Yes, Sam, that's a fish.
That's a fish.
I mean, this is far from the size class we were hoping for, but it would be downright rude to look a gift horse in the mouth. But it was tough to depress the thought that this new mount of ours might have some worn out teeth. One after the next, Sam continued to build a nice stack of smaller West Slope cutthroat plastered together with the occasional steelhead smolt. This run had enough depth to hold a nice quantity of fish, but after clearing out all the active feeders in this nursery, we needed to move on.
Twofer?
Wow, we're getting little trout, shot
Yeah.
like that.
Yep, I got him.
Perfect, man. Nice. Okay.
Cool.
Good start. Good start. Great start.
See, that's textbook. That's too easy.
Too easy.
Run through.
I bet we'll come into something more interesting than those fish.
Hopefully.
I have a hunch.
It's stacking up that way, right?
Yeah.
A little shallow.
Yeah.
moving up, but there's maybe some chance. Yeah, it's a little shallow.
The burning curiosity of what might be around that next bend can really get you in trouble on a creek like this, and I say that because I know it's burned salmon eye before. The quality holding water was few and far between, and it seemed like when we did finally run into fish, they never extended past that healthy steak fry size. Don't get me wrong though, beautiful as the day is long, just not what we were looking to do for an entire day.
Man, you're setting the hook like it's a tarpon.
What do you mean?
That's something my dad always used to say to me.
Sam was definitely right about my rather enthusiastic hook sets. Blame it on the jitters of too much caffeine. I'm just thankful nothing really connected when I was cocking back like Bill Dance. The jolt of a beating heart was tough to ignore with the prospect of each bite. I just couldn't shake the thought of bigger fish at the end of my line. The more we saw, the more salmon I imagined those desired fish inhabiting that next size class simply might just not be here.
See if he'll take the nymph now.
Yep. Nice.
I got him good, man. Whenever you're ready. See ya.
See you, buddy.
With the sun now starting to poke through the clouds, we approached another nice looking bend. One after the next, index finger sized fish did their best to wolf down our bugs. I mean it, a shadow over 12 inches would have been more than enough to continue our advance. This little stream was just a stone's throw from the main salmon, so it didn't really make much sense as to why exactly we weren't finding those bigger fish. In our disgruntled rambles back and forth, our hypothesis landed on the problem being maybe more the land than the water itself. Maybe this scorched earth still needed time to recover from the wildfires of old, but regardless of the real reason, there was no hard feelings. This wasn't a bad way to get warmed up.
That's a pretty one.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
That's like credit for fish water right there.
You want to kind of go up to the bank and try and look down into it
Yeah.
before we jump into it?
Yeah.
Dang it. Oh well, still got something, but I'd rather, if this is all that it is, I'd rather just go.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah. I'm good with that.
Do you want to give it till like 11:30?
What time is it now?
Like 11:10?
Dude, I'm good now.
Yeah? Alright, well I'll fish the rest of this out and then we can...
I don't see the need for more of those fish, you know?
Yeah? Okay, this will be the last fish.
He's got par bars.
Yeah.
Well, as pretty as these fish are, I think we've had our fill. Fun experimental morning, but we have a little bit of road time to go, and I think, yeah, we'll let him back and get moving.
Maybe like a roadside, give her a look skis.
Yeah.
Say,
yeah.
oh, it looks okay.
It actually might be like a decent little.
Yeah, regardless, I'd say this was a success.
Give it a B.
Give it a B. B for bows. Baby bows.
You are snakes. Snake charmer.
It's all good. Hey. Hey, it's all good. Oh, you're cold.
Oh, g'day. We're in the wilds of Idaho, searching for the rare ribbon snake. Quite common, actually. Alright, pal. Thank you.
Yeah, I did do. Remember that Crimson Lake I was talking about when we were debating lake strip?
Sure.
Yeah, nice quarter of the battery used there.
Yeah.
It's a good quarter.
Whew. Not bad.
Back on the road, we had ourselves quite the haul ahead. Arduous as it may have been, our excitement at what might lie at the end of this dusty trail was more than enough to keep full focus on the narrow switchbacks. The prospect of a devastating crack block coming from a downhill dually kept us clinched the entire climb up and over the ridge. Take it slow and give each bend a real wide swing. Don't ask me how I know. Talk of accomplishments in high school sports, or the lack thereof in my case, help pass the time as the country beyond the crest morphed with each mile marker. Mine tailings and scab logging patches faded as the lush riparian zone re-entered our vision through the windshield. Some big old Central Idaho cutthroat were still an itch that needed to be scratched, and we both had high hopes this creek would be our ticket to ride.
Would you look at that? Well, would you go and look at that?
I wonder if that's theirs. They said they lost a streamer.
Do they really?
Yeah. White Sands is awesome. They're both. White Sands is one of my favorite places.
It's really fun.
Great Sand Dunes are also a bonkers place.
Top tier.
Yeah, it's a top tier visit.
Yeah, I need to go catch a cutthroat over there.
I'm not changing it now.
And I do have a deeper, or a bigger indicator if it comes down to that.
Yeah.
If that ends up being a problem.
Yeah, I hope not. And we're gonna need the 6-weight for all these 22-inch cutthroats.
Oh, baby. 22s. Sam, I don't know about you, but I've heard about this ad nauseum. Like, a lot from you and like other people in my life. I've just never made it here.
Yeah.
And I don't mean it bad, like, not ad nauseum, but like, it is a theme that keeps being repeated.
Right, it's a repeated spot.
Yeah.
And usually repeated spots are either repeated because they're popular or because they're
good.
They're legit.
Like, the otters are doing better than we are in the cutthroat department.
No, we both have the same reaction.
It's like, are you shitting me?
We need that.
It's like, that's not for them.
Maybe go down there, cross,
And walk up.
and walk up. Or we could probably go around.
I was thinking,
How about right there?
oh,
Where
well, no doy.
There we go.
Yeah, baby.
It's a white fish.
Yes!
Ah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So you ate the stonefly, huh? That is a killer fly.
That's a great fly.
That is something I need more of.
That's a great first fish.
I like that. Give him a little lift. Cool. Right. No, I know what you're saying.
Taking one last look downstream, we shifted course and fought the flow. Starting with a similar game plan to Sam, I opted to toss the heavier nymph setup to get down deep and start this party. We could both spy a line of fish shimmering in the emerald, but it seemed like this aggressive smolt beat my targeted whitefish to the punch. Neither of us were in any sort of position to complain about our respective first fish. They are both drastic improvements compared to that micro creek we'd started the day at. I gotta be honest, it felt really good to finally have a bit of momentum as this long afternoon bled into evening.
Oh, dude.
Did that just get chased?
This is getting chased right now. Look.
By what?
Bull.
Bull trout?
Yeah. Decent one.
This might be a shot, man, to get that west slope. Looks like there's some pretty fresh stonefly shucks. Oh, Sam. Yeah, buddy.
Admittedly wasn't really paying attention.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I had to kind of tell you to set the hook on.
Well, I set the hook and then I had to set it again. Oh, nice fish. Whew. Huh, that feels good. Feels very good.
Nice fish.
It's a great cutthroat.
Yeah, adipose. That's awesome.
Look at these, the spots back here are great.
Yeah, that's a good west slope specimen.
That
right there.
is the kind of west slope we came here for. Okay.
You go?
Sam's first nice fish was an invaluable data point to grab so early on in this later session. This not-so-little canary in the coal mine told us that the bigger cutthroat were holding in only the deepest pockets, so for the time being, we both agreed being selective in our choice of water might lead to more fish just like this one. Now, much like life, fishing is but a game of trade-offs, because being more selective meant more walking. But for this two-man trout demolition crew, that only factors into our game plan. Both our gear and physical shape is specifically tailored to running and gunning on the educated guess that will eventually intercept the active fish. Boiling it down to its base elements, we're just playing a game of numbers, and this next pull right here is the perfect example. Initially quite enthused with this catch, the terrible scar on the other side of its jaw let us know that other anglers had been here. Despite his run-in with a gnarly hook, this fish was still eating just fine. There was a bit of cleanup work left after that unceremonious flop back, so I continued to probe. Classically, right as I was about to call it quits, my indicator paused, dove, and I was hooked up once again. This looked to be another really healthy fish and much closer to the pure cutthroat that sticks out in our memories. It's so crazy to think that this is an environment where natural cut bows can occur, but regardless, he shot back into the flowing blue, nice and strong, and it was time to continue capitalizing on this evening bite.
I would agree.
Man, this water's awesome.
Whoa!
That was kind of a fun one. Oh, it's a bull.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Bulls just behave. Look at him.
The little guys.
Shit like this is maybe not worth avoiding, but going through fast.
I agree.
Kind of like those 2 runs.
Yeah.
Prior to that pool.
Yep. Nice whitefish. That's a big whitefish, man. I have to hold his tail like this, otherwise he's
As small of a mouse as they got, he that. Say goodbye to your favorite fish in the world.
This is a great fish.
No, that's actually really
I love that.
We need to normalize whitefish.
Normalize whitefish.
That's the goal. Nice fish, man.
Finally found the whitefish we were looking for.
Finally found the whitefish. Nice. Yeah.
Maybe I'm the whitefish warden now.
Say something awe-inspiring about whitefish and goodbye. That's all we asked for is a little bit of motion.
They worth anything? Yeah. All right, I guess we gotta cross. Yeah, you're good at that.
That's cutthroat. Go.
Nice, man.
On that stone fly. Again, I did not expect him to be in there.
Yeah, it's shallow.
Pretty shallow. Well, compared to what we've been. Yeah?
I don't know if we're trying to get a full day of fishing in too.
Yeah, I mean, we do not have to do the hot springs.
Right.
I'll be just as inclined to eat pancakes at the at the car.
Yeah. Okay, this pool I remember. I caught a nice one out of here. Yeah, like I would be fine eating pancakes at the car, too. Okay. Yep.
Yep.
Nice cutty.
Nice, man. Hell yeah.
Nice.
There we go.
Got that thing 8-ball. 8-ball corner pocket. That beautiful orange belly.
Yeah.
God, these are the kind of West Slope we've been looking for, man.
Seriously. Oh, he inhaled that. Oh no.
Oh. Oh, golly, Jones. I think we're like 0 for.
Yeah, we need to like
We're 0 for on releases.
get some good ones tomorrow. Not a good release shot night.
Nope.
That's another cutty. Oh!
Oh man.
Yeah. Whitefish. Not a bad one at that. When he took that huge stump off.
Got a little split fin action going on there.
Oh really? No. Probably the best release shot of the day.
Of the night.
Exactly. Oh yeah, no,
All that.
I think that was a perfect stopping point.
Yep, I agree. You know what I was thinking about?
Yeah.
Is that tomorrow I might tie on that hopper and
like it.
try to offer them something they can't refuse.
Yeah.
See if that does anything, because similarly to the streamer, you know, it's like, okay, I want to eat that because it's big.
Right.
And I might not see another one of these for a while.
I think it's safe to say this evening could be added to the growing list of great nights here in Idaho. Walking through this quiet valley and soaking in the beauty of these long summer days made every step worth it. My boots had never gripped the gravel on this creek before today, and I can see why Sam had offered so much praise about both the scenery and the salmonids. So far, his fish stories had more than stacked up to the simmering lore, and he offered that tomorrow was where the boil ought to begin. Bigger land, bigger fish, and, as always, endless potential.
Yeah, I don't know. Unless we can get a dry fly bite going, I think you're right.
Might be one. I'm snacky tonight. I think I might be poking at some stuff.
Definitely. I mean, use it or lose it.
Those maple cookies have been like on my mind for a little bit. Very good at cutting.
You can cut things.
Yep, that's a skill you have. I mean, I know we bought luxury. Too much green stuff. I was about to put this on, and I was like, oh.
Just double down on the green.
Guess I'm wearing the flannel. R.I.P. Peiko. The best brewery dog,
He was a good boy.
apparently.
Blame could be placed on that old pup Peiko or the sweet lady from that Idaho sexy can, but the rest of that evening kinda went by in a blur. After the day that we'd had, our main concern was clearly food. I was handling all chop duties while Sam manned the grill. The idea of camp tacos slowly morphed into monstrous burritos with all the overflowing fixins. Sam, he'd assembled a truly remarkable playlist that would make even the most stiff among us want to tap their foot and sing along. All my meal prepped ingredients and marinated chicken allowed for a quick cook without sacrificing quality. We both agreed having a fire to dance around would have been nice, but it was far from necessary. Our headlamps were a cheap imitation that still helped throw the shadows of our white boy moves high into the darkening sky. Talk about a cherry on top of what had already been an excellent day. Any other words offered would simply do this whole experience a bit of a disservice, so I'll just leave it there for the night.
Shouldn't worry about them.
Yeah. Just maybe, because if we're, I felt not rushed last night, but I certainly could have given those holes a little bit more attention.
Yeah. Like, we could definitely have pulled more whitefish at minimum, which is...
You know I'm on that.
I'm down for a whitefish. and the holes down there are a little more robust.
Yeah.
So, yeah, okay. Maybe we just really nail the 3 miles.
Yeah.
And then we can get out of it. And then we don't have to get out of here in the dark.
That's always an option.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
There's a backup plan.
If there ends up being a little bit more water,
Yeah.
we wanna hit.
It's early.
Yeah, there's no rush, it seems like.
Kind of seems that way, right?
You bring syrup or honey? Okay.
Nope.
That's the thing we forgot.
Guess we didn't.
Oh well.
Hey, blueberry pancakes are gonna be good.
Yeah, I'll make them like real blueberry. Like extra blueberry.
Over some nice greasy peppery bacon.
Okay, it'll be good.
You could drizzle some olive oil on it. Something like that.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yum.
Hot sauce.
Ooh, a whole new spin on a timeless classic. How's that pan working out?
That's good actually.
Yeah.
Better than I thought it would be.
Not too bad. Man, we got so much honey back at the house
I
too.
know. It's like pounds of it. Well, I should be doing a time lapse or something.
No.
Whatever. Pancakes will suffice.
Pancake precedence, right?
Friend bacon. What are you gonna do about it? That. Yeah, that's true. This might be coming out more in waves than all at once. How is she? A little toasty.
Good pancake or just slow pancake thing?
Alright. Not bad.
Oh yeah. Oh.
That one's much better. Round 2 always goes better than round 1.
Hey man. Round 1. Not bad.
Not bad. I'm picky with my own cooking.
Oh, the boys are getting busy. Fine squirrels ripping across the lawn. Oh, buddy, go! And he's doing the equivalent of like a full football sprint. To get back to the tree. He's like holding a sack, like a 10-pound sack of flour, running across the football field.
They're athletes, really.
Truly, their necks. They don't need a cowboy collar.
No.
Their necks are crazy. Pancakes cook well in bacon grease through stuff, right?
Do that. Yeah. Everything cooks well in bacon grease. Maybe about halfway through them.
I say cook till the blueberry's gone.
Cool.
Till the batter gone, till the blueberry gone.
If I cooked till the batter was gone, we'd be here till noon. Eating pancakes.
You underestimate my ability to eat cake.
The final few rounds of alternating bacon and pancake consumption were enjoyed down to the last crumb, down to the last crumble. These chilly summer mornings tend to be slow. For me, the biggest challenge is maintaining the fading warmth from my sleeping bag until the initial hike starts. I will say the more milling around that takes place, the faster my toes tend to tingle, but knowing our cutthroat counterparts were probably in the same boat, there was no need to rush. The sun was moving in our direction, but it was crawling with a distinct lack of urgency. This was the long yawn after all. We had nowhere to be, and all day to get there.
Trash skins.
Probably not a bad idea. Brush the old teeth.
I forgot to do it last night, so it's sort of an essential.
Yeah.
Be nice to walk a little bit.
With hands still aching from the sharp teeth of a fading chill, we finally made track downstream. Judging the light dissolving in the shadows around the ridge, we might end up meeting our loose mark with prime precision. I've got to give him credit. With all the trail work Sam's done over the years, his backcountry GPS was a fine-tuned instrument at this point. And just based on what the trail was telling us, our dusty brute prints were the only two-legged critters out and about today, and that didn't mean we were alone. And apparently, we weren't the only anglers. Flashes from the water caught our eye, and would you look at that? From up above, we spotted an adult river otter with her 2 cubs. And as cool as this wildlife encounter was, Sam and I couldn't help but slump our shoulders just a bit. Not only would this section be blown out for the time being, but these voracious predators can hoover up 2 to 3 pounds worth of fish every single day. And you know, it's certainly hard to blame them for their choice of water because we were here for that exact same reason. The only difference is that whatever we end up catching would live to sip another day. Theirs would end up being a one-time tasty snack. That little otter family swam off, and not soon after, we hit our first sign of bear activity in the area. The presence of Ursus is something we are acutely aware of, but getting to see and smell the proof in the pudding always raises the hairs on my neck.
So involved in a couple really big teams.
Being one of the best shooters of all time.
Oh, there's a bridge. And here's a hole, the bridge hole.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Now we're cooking.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, let's get after it.
The bridge hole wasn't supposed to be this quiet. Moving further upstream, we could both see a smaller cliff pool that looked like it'd be worth a cast or two. We could at least rip through quick and keep the pace until we found these missing fish. I was up, and it was time to put that hopper I talked about earlier to the test.
Yes, buddy.
Yo! Take that! We did catch him on dry flies.
Yeah, buddy. That's a nice fish.
That's a great fish.
That's a great cut.
Oh, let's do this thing, baby. I am satisfied with that. That's good stuff. Number 1 on the board. They said we couldn't do it, but we did it. That's a great start. Big old hopper. We'll show that in a second, but I think it's time to get this beautiful west slope back.
There's just something so satisfying about that gut feeling working out, especially when it leads to trout like this. After that first hopper munching cutthroat swam back, the rest of the dominoes all fell in one short but sweet blur of silver and green.
Did you see that?
You were right in front of it.
Oh no! He sipped that one.
Ooh. says these fish don't eat dries.
Not I, sir, not I.
Ready for the nymph?
I think it's ready for the nymph. Let's see how many are actually down here. Oh no.
Sweet. There you go.
Cool. What a behaved little white fish.
Wow.
Well, it's already 11:30. Yeah. I think we ate too many pancakes.
Damn, dude. White fish.
Yeah.
I've read some, like, I guess you call them blog posts about this place.
Yeah.
And a lot of people say they fish a hole until the whitefish start biting and then they move on.
Blasphemy.
Losers.
Loser. Clean.
Nice, man.
We nailed a clean release shot.
We got one.
Yeah, there's the cutthroat point. Right? Right, you guys? That's a rainbow? Give us a couple more and we can move. Ah! Should probably stop playing games. That's a hell of a fish. Golly. Oh, Sam, I'm worried. Oh, nice fish. That's a fat son of a gun, dude. Woo!
Nice cutty. Nice cutty. Wow, yeah, that's a good
It's a really good fish.
Really nice cutthroat.
That's a fat fish. Dude, this little copper Jones.
Nice fish, buddy.
Boom. That's good stuff. It's good wholesome fun for all the family. Woo!
That'll look good.
That's gonna be good. Well, I mean, again, do you want to jump in?
I mean, at this point, if you want to make any more casts, I think you should.
Yeah, I think I will. Oh well, that's what I'm saying. Like, this thing's kind of fished out, or it should be.
Buddy.
Dude, that's another nice fish. Oh man.
I thought that was a white fish.
I thought so too. Yeah, that was electric.
Yeah.
That's a day satisfier for me.
Glad to hear it.
We turned our attention upstream once again, and Sam got right to work with the hopper. Granted, this run wasn't nearly as good as the previous, but to rid the skunk with an enthusiastic cutthroat, yeah, I'd call that an okay start. His first fish shot back, and we could feel the pressure of urgency starting to mount. The bite was red hot, and capitalizing on this momentum would be key.
That's good down there.
Is that the word? Oh, that's the word.
How do we do that?
We just bomb this Master Hill, dude. Yeah, that's worth a cast or 10.
I'll give that a cast.
We could probably slide down that. I'm gonna let you get all the way down before I fall down.
Thank you for that.
Yeah. With grace and beauty, he sticks the landing.
That's bull habitat too.
I was gonna say, there could be a particular bovine that we're looking for.
Yeah. Need a lasso.
Yes!
Nice fish, man.
Oh shit! Oh Sam, that's a really good fish. Oh. On the hopper too. You've got to be joking me.
Oh man! Oh my gosh! Woo! Maybe the pool boss right off the bat. Shit. This is a big fish.
That's a nice fish, buddy. That's what
really,
we start the day on right
that's
there.
a really nice fish, yeah.
On the hop, because they said we couldn't do it, Sam.
No, they did.
said we couldn't do it. Look at us now.
Oh my god.
Look at us now.
Big shout out to the boy.
This hopper's money.
He should really do some tying videos for the channel, I think.
He should do this tying video.
Holy Toledo, the proof's in the pudding.
That's a legit two-hander.
And the money's in the
Oh man. This is such a nice
nice
fish.
pan of him. Beautiful reds. He's got that emerald green. That is the fish, man.
That's a forearm fish.
He's like the size of Popeye's forearms.
Oh no.
No!
Whatever.
It's a good fish.
Can't do a release shot or a line.
It's just where we're at right now.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. I love that they're eating hoppers, man.
Oh, it's so fun.
Yes! Oh!
He missed it. He straight up missed it.
Oh no.
Another solid, I mean, pretty fine fish.
You! All three of them.
It's another
Give us a
solid.
little cut, Bowie.
Yeah, he does. I thought that right away.
Spots you can kind of tell.
Yeah. The ones that are more spotty, I always
Yeah.
think are cut those.
Because there might be more in there.
See ya. Love a hopper.
And he was kind of off into the right side too. Whenever you're ready for that nymph rod, I can get it.
I'm close. Yeah, that was bottom.
I find it really, really, really hard to believe it'd just be two.
Yeah.
Unless there was a bully bull trout in here. Oh, hey, there's another one.
Oh, that's perfect. You get that red tummy.
Yeah. It's a pretty one.
See ya.
See ya. There's a bunch of fish down there.
Crisp and refreshing, this well-deserved apple and long overdue break was the perfect pause in action. We both just sat back and reflected on how well today had already gone. I mean, shoot, I don't want to toot my own horn here, but clearly the solo hopper was the right call, and cleaning up the remaining fish with the nymph rig was a solid plan B.
Yeah, I don't know why. Easy money. Do you know Easy Money Sniper?
Yeah.
Do you know what? Yeah. I'm so happy that you get that, man. Oh, all right. I guess I'll put some more down the gut. Could you tell he had a little bit of that black mark on him, on his lip?
Yep.
That's the fish, Sam. That's the fish, dude.
That's a great.
Woo! Holy smokes.
Oh, no, that's an awesome fish.
That's a crazy fish, Sam. Woo! Dude, he's thickums.
That's like a North Ram fish.
I didn't want to say it, but I'm like, oh, we're getting closer to North
We're
Ram.
approaching North Ram
Yeah.
caliber. That's like the average North Ram fish.
Yeah.
Broski bro, he yomped that down.
Yeah.
I mean, was this so much to ask for? We just wanted a couple nice cutties. That's all we really wanted.
Dude. Dude.
Now, I know I've said it before, but I'll say it again. That right there is why you come to Central Idaho. A big old West Slope cutty on the hopper. I mean, what do you even say to that? That's a crazy fish.
Oh, that's perfect.
You gotta tie more of these hoppers, man. Oh, dude.
I think I might have to choose this.
This is a tough one to not
Come back to.
Yeah. Yeah, that looks great too. Wow.
This is a nuts candy.
I know.
Say that. They get that 22-inch whitefish on the board, and then we've got the Idaho Slam minus the steelhead. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh man.
So good. Good God. They must just fall off that rock
Yeah.
right into the grips of some greedy fish.
Oh, eat it. Woo. Rainbow.
Oh. No, see you.
Oh, immediately. Oh, there it's better. Now it's the same. Oh. And now he's spooked, I think.
They are, they're mad at that hopper.
They really are.
This is future steelhead.
Future steelhead.
Canyon walls seem to have some sort of weird time warping ability. I was expecting to check the hands of my watch and have it read 11:30, hell maybe even noon, but to my shock we'd far surpassed that assumption and our mid-afternoon was much closer to evening. The advanced position of the sun was stirring up swell something awful. We figured the incessant wind would only aid in our continued hopper bite, but for whatever reason, that just wasn't the case. And don't look too far into my grumbles because it's not like we weren't finding fish. They were just coming a bit fewer and further in between one another. We hit that morning bite like a fastball into the bright lights of a crisp October night, but that feeling, much like all others in life, was fleeting. The uninvited wind carried unwelcome smoke. This ominous air only furthered our frustrations. After another empty run, I can remember Sam saying, "Hey man, you want to get the hell out of here?" And boy howdy, those words were music to my ears because I was thinking the exact same thing. Taking the more direct route up and out, he didn't quite like my tiptoeing tightrope along the sheer cliff, and I told him it was fine, but only after I'd made it to the top safe and sound. And yeah, I get it, falling would have sucked, so I made sure not to fall. It was still far too early in this trip to pass away.
Turn around, buddy.
Ursus Americanus, my old nemesis, and now from a distance, my new friend. This little guy was a welcome morale boost to this slow afternoon. We'd seen some sign along the riparian corridor throughout the day, but their general wanderings can place them a far cry away from any scat pile on the trail. But you gotta love to see a bear act like a bear and do the boot scoot boogie as soon as they catch wind of people. Sam and I have both seen plenty of these guys out and about in Sand River country, and I'd go as far to say they were common. Black bears like to walk the same trails and riverbanks that us anglers do. I mean, that tends to be where the berries are most abundant, so it makes sense. This little fella clearly wanted nothing to do with us, and it seemed like the swirling wind and smoke-filled air put a major nerf on his superpowered nose. He sat there and tried to wind us for quite some time to no real effect. The remainder of my half-hearted attempts at flinging a fly were ignored by the unimpressed trout and whitefish. I think they could maybe tell I was a bit empty behind the eyes. But just because Klay Thompson might have had an off fourth quarter, that never stopped Steph Curry from raining threes until the final buzzer. Okay, translating that stupid sentence, Sam was picking up the slack and was actually catching a few fish to finish out our day. That little cutthroat whitefish combo was exactly what we needed, and truth be told, it just felt nice to see some fish in this section. We were a stone's throw from the trailhead and right next to where we saw those otters this morning. That's why what we saw next kind of surprised us.
Oh no.
I don't want to say anything. I didn't want to say anything anyway.
All right, well.
Could that be the salmon right there?
Yeah, the glare isn't great right here. Can you see that blob? It's next to impossible if you really don't know what you're looking for, so tell you what, let's go under the surface. Here, how about that? That, ladies and gentlemen, is a high-flying, genuine Pacific salmon, and not just one. There are a few in this pool alone, and to that point, Sam and I bumped into pairs in quite a few of our rivers we fished throughout this trip. Now, to be fair, he and I had gotten our eyes on many a pilgrim in the past, but the ones on this trip in particular all seem to be in quite the advanced stage of decay. They'd no doubt be festering food for the flies and wandering bears here in the next few weeks. In fact, the whole river, it's going to be better off for it. It may seem strange to say, but we should all stand up and applaud these ecological champions. Their rotting corpses were a massive and nutritious win for every living thing this deep into the interior of Idaho. Against insurmountable odds, these massive fish raced their way back to the stream they were once tiny eggs. I know for a fact I've talked about this in the past, so I apologize for repeating myself, but the context surrounding the fish who gave this river system its namesake is worth stopping and rediscussing. Now, you go ahead and try saying that Latin name. My attempt stops right after Oncorhynchus, but ladies and gentlemen, this is the mighty Chinook salmon. Being the biggest and furthest traveled of the 5 North American Pacific Run salmon species, its name is derived from the Chinookan peoples who once populated the Pacific Northwest. Also called king, these salmonids have seen a massive decline in numbers all across their native range. This is especially true for places like Idaho, and in order to keep things local, I will mainly be focusing on the Salmon River and her numerous tributaries. If you're unfamiliar with these amazing critters, I suggest you do some more independent research because I don't have the time to discuss the complexities of their life cycle. To keep it short and sweet, they hatch in the rivers, migrate to the ocean, and then once they reach sexual maturity out there, they return to their natal streams. Again, I could pick and choose from a long and continuously growing list of problems that these fish face in modern times, and it really irks me that I can't dive into each, but again, I can only do so much here. A lot of folks will toss out the obvious like overfishing or habitat loss, and that's no doubt an issue, but the glaring and most prevalent problem for these fish would without a doubt be the intricate dam systems across western watersheds. It almost seems cliche to talk about at this point because the dead horse is mostly a bloody pulp, but the loss of connectivity is huge. Now I feel like I have to offer up some sort of disclaimer here because I'm not a biologist. Why should you believe anything I'm saying? And really, you shouldn't. Go seek out eggheads with paper degrees if you want to be bored to tears. Right now, I'm just speaking my mind backed by a bit of research. This basic research told me that these salmon make the longest run in the lower 48, well over 500 miles with 8 major dams along the way. Do you understand how detrimental that is? Not only for the adults that are trying to return, but especially for the juveniles trying to make their way back to the ocean. The dams chop them up, and the non-native warm water species have a field day on the fingerlings. They're getting pinched from both ends of the life cycle. Less fish make it back to the ocean, which means less fish bring back those extremely valuable nutrients to the otherwise barren systems. So again, if we expand our scope, the dams don't just affect the migratory fish like the salmon, they trickle down to hurt cutthroat, whitefish, bull trout, and steelhead smolt just in a different way. There's some really cool information out there showing the correlation between the dams being made and the cutthroat size diminishing. And could you even imagine applying that to the resident bull trout? If they had access to really solid runs of Pacific salmon, the eggs, the flesh, the smolt, man, they could get so big. And I really need to stop because I am opening up a huge can of worms. No, it's more like a whole bait shop. I do need to stop. It's time to step off my pedestal and get back to the fishing because this day was nearing its end.
We caught the fish we needed to catch. 5 minutes.
This is it. This is the one.
That's the one. It looks great.
Yeah, it does. Oh, I see flashes. I see whitefish flashes. Maybe the Copper John was the play this whole time.
Yep.
Maybe the Copper John was just the. Oh, dude, that's a cutty.
That's a nice cutthroat.
Let's go, dude.
That's a really nice one.
Should have been throwing that damn Copper John this whole time.
I know, I'm sorry I made us change
Opa! Yeah, dude, let's go.
That's awesome. This is why sometimes my refusal to quit works.
And that is something I cannot deny. If this last cutthroat is what eating crow looks like, well, I'd gladly munch more in the future. What an excellent way to end the day on this phenomenal river. There's really only one thing I can think of that could put the proverbial cherry on top of it all.
Hard earned, much deserved. Thank you, sir.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
Good day.
Boom.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
So cold.
That's great.
That hits.
Thanks, Paco.
Peco.
Starting the arduous crawl back up and over the pass, the smoke darkened. Some of the locals flagged us down and asked if we had any idea what was going on. This dystopian hellscape was no doubt the product of the active blaze still rolling from earlier in this trip. Yep, getting into Stanley was rough. What an ominous scene. Truly hard to believe. But I guess anymore it's not all too uncommon. Mostly at a loss for words, Sam and I meagerly murmured about how this growing fire might affect the rest of our time here in Salmon River country. I suppose time will only tell.
You damn dirty dog.
Oh my God.
It's kind of a theme at this point. I like this energy. I like your energy.
Well, howdy. Are y'all still there? Well, if you are, I got a couple things. First and foremost, thank you for sticking around until the end. I hope it's because you genuinely enjoy the story, because in the weird world of YouTube, the longer you watch, the more the algorithm seems to like the video and push it out, blah, 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 blah. But more importantly to me, it means I'm doing my job as a storyteller if you're still listening right now. Okay, but secondly, I'd like to offer up an old saying. If something happens once, it'll never happen again. But if it happens a second time, it will surely happen a third. What I'm trying to say is that this was only the second episode of 3. As this video series comes to a close, our focus shifts away from the cutthroat and we hone in on the mighty bull trout.
There's 1, 2, 3 of the biggest bull trout I've ever seen in my life. Just right here. We found them. We absolutely found them.
Sam and I both know they're here, and by golly, it wouldn't be a summertime trip to Idaho without them. But you'll have to stick around for the next episode to see how it all wraps up. If you're new here and enjoyed this little video and maybe are looking for some more, consider subscribing. It means nothing to you, but it really does mean the world to us. Anyway, that's more than enough for me, folks. Wherever you find yourself, be it in Salmon River country or in your backyard, I sure hope you keep those feet in the water, and until next time, tight lines.